This is the Ring of Honor, a.k.a. Shane T, boy, the baddest champion you ever seen, boy.
This is Mr. Anderson.
This is good old JR Jim Ross, and you are listening.
You're listening to Knockouts and 3 Counts.
Cover! We got a new world champion!
That might be one of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen in my life.
Knockouts and 3 Counts is the podcast, baby! It's the real deal, baby!
Knockouts and 3 Counts starts now.
Ooh, what up, no? This is another Tuesday. This is Knockouts and 3 Counts, and I think it's safe to say our WrestleMania hangovers are done. But we got a lot to talk about from what went down in Vegas, what we got coming up. Got to talk about Ant's first WrestleMania. Shout out to Remix Rumble and TNA for having us out there for that. So that was cool too. But yeah, man, J-Bone, you were watching from home, dude. Tell me your thoughts on Mania, and I know you had a bunch of questions you wanted to tackle as far as Mania week went.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, from home, the presentation was sweet as usual. The pageantry, the big deal. They make a big deal out of everything. But like I said, there was nothing to complain about on my end from the presentation part. But I've heard stories from multiple people. You know, we got a lot of fam and friends that go out there during these WrestleMania get-togethers, but I want to know what y'all did that you can talk about on camera, right? I know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what can we talk about on camera? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna let Kyle go first, man. I'm gonna let Kyle go first.
Okay, so tell me the question again. What was the question?
We got a lot to talk about that y'all did in Vegas. I know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I want to know what we can talk about on camera. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went to the parties. First of all, the one I get jealous of is Wrestlemania. I got to get to Wrestlemania. How was Wrestlemania?
Wrestlemania was cool. I ain't gonna speak too much into some shit, man, but yeah, I'm kind of like pissed at somebody around there. Because that person fucked up something that was really big for us, but it's all good because it's gonna get rectified. I'll tell y'all off air.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but it was some bullshit that we heard about that. But Wrestlemania was cool. Shout out to everybody that was there. But it was some bullshit. I'm not saying that event was some bullshit, but what happened to us that was supposed to happen
was some bullshit.
Yeah, it was some bullshit. Yeah, so I'm kind of feeling away about that, but I'll be all right. But cool event, very cool event.
Maybe we do need to come out with Knockouts and 3 Counts after dark. Wrestlemania was dope. I mean, you know, you said you want to hit one of these, but you know, he said that this might be the last one. So we'll see.
That's what I read, man. What's
the story but I get the vibe, and I'll keep where I hear said vibes from that. I don't know that it's going to be the end of it, but it was still a great time to be there. Shout out to Big Swole. It was great to see her in there. Always great to see the homie. You know, AJ Francis was up there. All kinds of people, man. It was a good time. I had some Jack and lemonade. It was a good time. I will say though, oh my God, was you talk about burning the candle at both ends though? Because like I got there Thursday, and then I went straight. The first show I went to was TNA Unbreakable. Which that was a really good show.
That was the day you landed, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
I was covering that for the homies over at BCP Plus. Shout out to Ross and TNA. But yeah, we went and did that. Good show. Ran into some people there, and then like you said, we ended up at Wrestlemania. It was great to link up with and become homies with the professor while we was out there. Good to see Chris Bay out there like that, man, and see him up and walking around. That was dope as hell, especially being there for what happened, you know, in Detroit. It was so great to be able to tell him how happy it made me to see, you know, him, you know, back on his feet and all that kind of stuff. That was Thursday. And then Friday I got up and went and linked up with our homie Chris Kale from Five Finger Death Punch and got some work in with him and Gil, who's also a past guest of the show. Good time for that. And then linked up with one of the homies from back in the day, went and hit some more shows. I don't know what all you hit, Ant, but we ended up going, and we went to that Guy Fieri place. Hot damn, did they have I fucking smashed that burger, bro.
No, that burger was good as a motherfucker, wasn't it? That burger was good to the motherfucker, wasn't it? Yeah.
I was wondering if I was gonna get a side of hair gel with it.
Oh man.
No, dude, but it was a good time. It was a good time. Friday was a really long night because I was at Joey Janela's spring break and what was Sabu's last match and the barbed wire match, which
Yeah, I heard that was a nice little circus.
I love Sabu, bro. I love Sabu,
bro.
but I don't know that I need to see that again. Like, you know, he got stuck in the barbed wire at the one point, so he had like a big hole in his back. And then like the Sandman came out, which that was pretty damn cool to go do that and be there like through one of his entrances where he comes down to the crowd. That was cool. I really liked Megan Bain and Bozilla that she faced. That was a real good match. And then past guest of the show, Atticus Kogar versus Fuego del Sol, and he made Fuego take off his mask. So, you know, that was a good show. But Fourth Rope, man, was a dope ass show too. But man, it started mad late.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I heard from a lot of people how late that show started.
Well, bro, it was supposed to start. So it was supposed to start at midnight. I don't think it started until almost 1. I left. By the time I left, it was like 4 a.m.
Oh,
it was a.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, it was a damn good show, though. I love the
sleep
vibe
in
of it.
Vegas, though. I mean, come on, you don't need to.
I didn't do a lot of that while I was in Vegas. Yeah, that was a damn good time. The performances were dope. All in all, man, I've liked everything I've seen from Fourth Rope so far, so that was real cool. And then I got up Saturday morning, me and Ant did, and went to Stand and Deliver. Ant, I've been flapping my gums for a minute. What did you think of Stand and Deliver?
Very, very fire show, man. I had a ball there for that one. Man, like that whole 9:30 call time to get there and shit, man. I'm like, fuck, man. All right, we're gonna be here early. But no, it was a ball, man. We had a great time. I had a great time with that one. I think my third match of the night was a triple threat at the end of the main event because they really showed their asses on that one. But no, that was like my kind of like my first time having floor seats at a wrestling event. Nice. So that was pretty fucking dope. And I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool ass vibe, man. Cool ass environment. A lot of wrestling fans there. A lot of people who just enjoy the sport. It was a ball for real, man. Get tired of having to carry that heavy ass title around, man. Shout out to Tim for the for that re-leather wing eagle that he gave me and shit. I got a lot of compliments on that one. But other than that, man,
It was heavy, first of all, and the amount of people that kept coming up wanting to take pictures with it was something else.
And I was talking to my other guy, Big Tim at X, and we were like, they were just telling me, they were like, man, like, because you know what I'm saying, I've been out before, I had a title and everything, got a lot of attention, but I got a lot of fucking attention with that one, man. Like, it was like, guys like, oh my God, that's the one I love, man. Yeah, and all that shit. But no, it was fun.
You should have started charging for these pictures, man.
I mean, yeah, I should have.
Could have got away with it in Vegas.
Yeah, probably so, man. But I didn't want to be a dickhead. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, bro.
And for you, man, like before we get to Mania itself, oh shit, say his name and he appears. I didn't say asshole, but it looks like Brassall's coming.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
What up, though?
You just took a nap, nigga.
Man, it's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a very long fucking day.
Oh, man, right off the rip, we were just getting into WrestleMania week and the different stuff that we got into. Talked a little bit about Fourth Rope and Wale Mania and the TNA show, but we were just getting into Stand and Deliver.
Speaking of Wale Mania shit, Ken, you didn't know what the fuck happened, did you?
No.
Okay, yeah, because Corey didn't tell you the story. I'll tell you after.
Oh shit!
He said there's a whole meeting after the show.
You'll be ready. When I tell you
the three counts after dark.
Man, when I tell you about this, you'll be ready. You'll be like ready to whoop somebody's ass, like what happened with the Hardy.
Oh, not again.
Bro. Yeah, so I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you about that after the show.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. No, man. Like, so what I did Thursday when I landed, got in my room, went to go shower up and everything, hit the strip for a little bit, got me something to eat, got me a old fashioned fuck out that whole damn time. So I went that, and then I went to the last match. Simon Miller invited me to that, so I went there. At first, I was like the only black guy there, so I was like, "Oh shit!" So I'm feeling kind of like, "Damn, like this is crazy." But then Ricochet pulled up, some other people and everything, and I met my good old friend Eric Bischoff. Met Eric Bischoff in person for the first time, and I fucking loved it, man. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Called Meltzer a bitch and everything. That's my guy, dog. So we met up with him and everything. Kicked it with him, got a couple of pictures with him and everything, and then I went ahead and met up with Corey, and we went to Wrestlemania and everything. We had passes to they gave us tickets, and I was actually able to cut the line too. So
nice.
And everything. So we did all that. I can't even remember what the fuck I did Friday, to be honest with you. I did go to WWE World. I did go to the Superstore with my guys and everything, but to go check that shit out. And then got to a GTA mission later on that night. That was pretty much.
He was living the real life in Vegas, man.
Yeah, that's some shit I can't really talk about, man. All I can say is, man, we was at the disco bar with fucking Rico Strong.
What up, though?
What up, Brock? We was at the disco bar, Rico Strong, and some porn stars or some shit like that. So we'll just leave that there.
That shit was hilarious.
That was crazy. That was crazy as fuck. I can't. Yeah, then Saturday. Fuck, we did go there.
I had NXT, then we went to Mania that day.
Yeah, I skipped Mania. I skipped night one. I watched it at the Luxor. I was at the Aurora bar. And then that's when we ran into Simon Miller and the whole Woke Culture crew. You know what? Shout out to them too, man. That was my first time meeting them in person and everything. There are some really cool motherfuckers, man. There's some really cool motherfuckers. Sometimes I disagree with some of their takes on certain shit, but just meeting them and everything. Simon Miller, that's a cool guy. I met all of them and everything. They were really cool as fuck, man. Kyle was with me when we met them and shit. So we met them and everything. That was cool as fuck. And then Sunday was a great time too. I know I'll let Kyle break down Sunday when we went to the brunch and everything.
Yeah, man, it was a damn good time, dude. And Saturday night we went to the Remix Rumble, which I think might have been one of my favorite things I did all weekend.
Hey, speaking of Saturday, yeah, I was at a strip club in the hood, man. So yeah,
he's exposing his GTA.
You guys are just on two different paths, huh?
Yeah, we was definitely man. He was having a ball. I was having a ball too, but it was on some other shit. So I went there, man. Shout out to my homies from the 40s and the 60s, man. They was out there and shit, man. My dog Endo. Yeah, never mind. But we was out there at the strip club, out there in the strip club in the hood, man. Finally found some good ass. Did you smoke that joint I give you, bro?
Actually, I might have.
Okay. So it did the job.
The fact you can't remember sounds like you did.
It did the job. That's all that matters. As long as it did the job. But yeah, man. So all that shit, and then Sunday came around. That was my first time ever going to WrestleMania. But I'm gonna let Kyle go. Matter of fact, hold on, fuck that. I was
gonna go to your co-host next, but it's fuck me.
Cammy told me shit about me, motherfucker. You was on side quest like a motherfucker, dog. Look, motherfucker. Fremont Street.
He goes, yeah, we're gonna meet up and go to Fremont Street. Not only did he go to Fremont Street, he went to the Heart Attack Grill and getting spanked by some nurse.
Man, that shit, I don't know how it worked out.
I've seen that.
You volunteered. That's how it worked out.
He got whooped on, man.
I had a side mission. Hey,
nigga, that was enough right there, boy.
Like you completed all the side missions. Your game complete function was at 100.
I ran into a few people outside of the wrestling sphere too, so I guess I had a few of my own going and linking up with Chris from Five Finger and doing some of the other stuff.
Huh?
But it sounds like our side missions were going totally different directions. But
shit, I gotta go back out there in July probably. So yeah, I still got a side mission I gotta complete. So
Jesus. All right.
All right, nice on the GTA fucking server doing side missions now.
All right, so now that we've gotten through some of the escapades to and before Mania, man, we got to talk a little bit about each night. And you didn't get to go to night one, so Ken, you can go first. What were your thoughts on night one, the vibes of night one, and all that kind of stuff?
I mean, for me, night one was great. Jey Uso winning and setting the tone. choking Gunther out made sense to me. People were bitching about it. I don't give a fuck. It made sense to me because if you look at the totality of the story, Gunther beat the shit out of this man for months. Beat the shit out of his brother. Like you gotta like he had to run the fade back correctly. 3 frog slashes wasn't enough. He had to get that man. He had to get got, and he got. So that was perfect. The triple threat with Heyman and his double turn was a great way to end the night.
I just want to say I said that was going to happen.
Okay, was 1 point for Kyle for the prediction. Ding.
Bing.
Damn right. Damn right.
Trying to think what other memorable matches were like in night one.
You got.
Trying to make sure I'm not mixing my nights up.
So you've got Jacob Fatu winning the the U.S. strap, which that was so fucking dope.
I'm so
man,
proud
when I see Haku get on the TV and shit, I'm like, oh fuck.
Somebody said, didn't somebody stop him? Who the hell's gonna get in front of Haku?
Who's getting Haku's way in real life?
Give me Haku. Give me Haku. Give me like 100 Hakus versus a gorilla. We good,
bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got to interview him for the Unbreakable Bunch here, and shout out to them for having us. And go back and check those out, dude. He put me in like the sleeper hold for the picture that we took, and he wasn't even squeezing. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I've had some strong fucking people between MMA and jiu-jitsu kick my ass, but man, I didn't even need that dude to squeeze to know that he was strong. But he's one of the nicest people you'll meet. But it's like they always say, the nicest ones always can be
never
killer, bro. That he would definitely not be the one to piss off. But I agree with all of you guys. I think Jacob Fatu getting the win the way he did, having a good back and forth match. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like LA Knight. I've always said that. I was a fan when he was Eli Drake. We got to meet him at the Fountain Blue at the bar after night 2. And like, couldn't be a cooler guy, but I feel like the way that Jacob is just vibing with the fans right now, it just feels like that was the way to go. Like,
I gotta give LA Knight credit on that that BFT he caught.
Man, that was perfect.
I'm like, man, he must have been talking to Randy, learning some tips or something. Because god damn.
That was hard to catch on TV, though. On TV, I didn't catch it the first time. I was like, "What?"
I caught that shit on TV, man. I'm over drinking Modelo.
I was like, "Wow, that was nice."
I'm over drinking Modelo and shit, man. I'm gonna spit that drink. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Oh god, all right."
But even like on Saturday though, even before Mania, like I don't know, if, like NXT Stand and Deliver was fucking dope.
Yeah, we're talking about that. That's that's the thing. NXT, man, their pay-per-views are always. They're always fire, dude.
Yeah, no.
Now that was early for you guys in Vegas.
And I was
kind of 10 a.m.
Yeah. It was early day. And I was already fucked up Friday. I was still kind of hungover.
That just felt so weird being at wrestling that early in the morning. I was like, bro,
I didn't get back. From hanging with my boy Rich, man. I didn't get back from hanging with him until like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then like I knew I had to get right back the fuck up. I called this.
I know. Then I heard. Fourth room dance like after 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Man, I fucking called Kyle. Kyle was still asleep. Like, yeah, man, let's go, man. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, all right. So we end up getting out there, man. It was just beautiful out there too, man. Even after leaving the event, it was just fucking beautiful, man.
It was good weather all weekend.
Yeah, everybody was drunk, man. People, we doing interviews and shit. Shout out to my dog Amp, shout out to my nigga Amp. Shout out to Banks, man. Random Acts Podcast. They did a lot of interviews. Oh yeah, you never. Yeah, we got that clip. I gotta send y'all too, because you promote that shit and everything. Because he did upload the clip and everything when they
he tagged us in the story. So shout out to them, man. That's one of the best parts about WrestleMania, dude. And for you being a guy who that's your first weekend of it. The networking you can do out there is crazy, but not only that, like, just you meet people out of nowhere, like the guy, the professor, bro. The fact that I met the guy at Wrestlemania on Thursday, and then by Saturday, dude's DMing me, "Hey, are you coming to this Remix Rumble? I just wanted to make sure you got in." Even though, shout out to Danny Ocean, who was with us, and he had already looked out and everything, you know what I mean? But for him to do that on that sort of a thing, he's cool ass people.
I was supposed to be in that spot, but yeah, shit happened. I was supposed to be in that spot. But nah, man, like he was cool. Shout Will Ferrell too. Will Ferrell cool as fuck as well, man. ran to him a bunch of times and everything. It's supposed to go to the Palms, but shit, man, everything just went. Even with WrestleMania let out, everything just went fucking crazy, bro. Everything just went crazy.
60,000 will do that to you, man.
When we went to Vegas, Kyle, I was glad Kyle was there because I would have lost track of time. I would have been just doing whatever. I forgot what I was even doing there. So
man, like I wanted to go
in line when I went.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the John Wick experience, but shit, man, didn't have the time for it. It was just, hey, yeah, man, it's crazy. This is crazy, man. But
yeah, you slip away in Vegas real easy. That's for sure,
man.
All right, so since we're talking about night one, we're talking about the things that went down there, bro. We got to talk about the other big title match that we had in this one, Dan, with what you had. Well, not even a title match. It wasn't a title match. It was just your main event. What you had with CM Punk and Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and you just everything that was involved with that. And I'll go to you first, being that it was your first WrestleMania, bro. But what were your guys' thoughts on the overall vibe of that? Because my big takeaway from that off rip was like from the video package they did with CM Punk and the way the whole crowd was still singing "This Fire Burns," you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it drops into Living Color playing as well, which that was badass too. And then you had the guy from Slayer playing out Priest. You know what I mean? It was a vibe in and of itself. But what were your thoughts on that match, and what were your thoughts on the energy that was in that arena when Paul Heyman did what Paul Heyman does?
Shit, I wasn't there for that one, but I'll tell you what the energy was in the bar. The energy in the bar, they went fucking crazy when Paul
kind of like our last viewing party.
Yeah, when Paul did what the fuck he did. But as far as the match, one thing I learned over the weekend, like
wait for your tickets.
Well, yeah, that for one. But two, one of the biggest things I learned was WWE perfected the triple threat. Because every triple threat over the weekend was fucking crazy.
You're not wrong. Yeah, that is a really, really good point. Because between that and the Rhea and Io and Bianca match, the Intercontinental one that Dom won, like they were all of them good. Like
yeah, they knew what the fuck they were doing. You know, they really knew what the fuck they were doing. Like all of them, I didn't like. To me, I rated all three of them like 4.5s or higher. That's how great those matches were. And they really like perfected that formula. And it's like that's something you really got to study right now, because I used to hate triple threats. Triple threats would be like, why the fuck is this happening? I remember a time they just kept bombarding us with triple threats, triple threat, triple threat, triple threat. Now this shit looks like they know what the fuck they're doing now. And I'm like, okay, this shit is getting interesting now. Like it's getting real interesting now. So yeah, man. I loved it. Great ring work, everything. The Paul turn, I kind of expected it.
Yeah. With
the whole Seth shit and everything. But I didn't know they were going to take it to this level that they're doing now.
What about you, Ken? You were up in the building. We just weren't sitting in the same section.
I mean, yeah, my section it was going crazy. Because everybody was drunk, so that helps.
Yeah.
But no, it was the triple threat was crazy. Like the entrances, down to the entrances. I love Roman, the whole him coming down, and they had like the ancestors kind of in those big boards kind of behind them. Like that visual was just crazy. Like you said, the crowd with CM Punk going from the Fire Burns transition straight into Cult Personality Live was crazy. The callback to when the last time at WrestleMania 29 when Heyman gave him his watch to say to tap it, to go on the clobber time. Like I love that callback. Seth's interest, like the whole burning it down, and he saw like the set burning down on the video boards, and like it was just, and he like I said, you really saw the turn coming, but the way it happened, you didn't. Like that's how you know you nail some shit. Like some shit is probably gonna happen, but when it happens, you're still like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Paul Heyman's a genius. There's no other way to like put it, but that guy, the stuff he does is like Shakespeare type stuff, dude. Like
cinema.
It's wild.
It's one word. It's cinema.
Yeah, I mean facts. Like there's no other way to put it. I mean, What were your guys' thoughts on the match? J-Bone, what'd you think of that match, dude? What'd you think as
I
far
mean,
as it living up as a main event?
Ken's right, man. It was like watching a movie. It really was. Like, instead of watching, we're watching wrestling. You know what we're expecting from these guys because you're three of the best wrestlers in the world. But it was definitely cinema. It was watching a movie. How's it going to play out? We got a glimpse of what might happen and the favors and everything, but we got to see how it plays out. And I think it played out perfectly. Like the fact that we all kind of knew that was coming, we still didn't expect to see the way it went down, right? So you got us a little bit, but the way they managed to
It was cold-blooded the way they did it.
I don't know how the vibe was in the stadium, but watching it on TV was like dramatic as hell. Like they made it just the way they had the camera cuts from the way things played out on TV. It was so dramatic at the end there. It was just super dope, man. They just put it together really well with production and everything. So shout out to everybody involved in that match, from producers to refs to everything, because that was straight fire for me.
That match was badass, dude. I don't have any other way I can put it other than that.
You two were in the stadium for night one.
Yeah.
What was like the biggest thing of the night? What was the biggest pop? What got everybody going the most, like, on that whole first card?
I would say
the main event. I would say Jacob coming out and Jacob winning.
Yeah.
Of course, Jay Uso, especially like when Jimmy came out there, and you know what I'm saying. Like, you just like that whole scene was just, like I said, that was just the perfect way to kind of start the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really argue with anything Ken said, really, when you think about I don't think he was on night one, though, bro, for sure. Dom is something we got to talk about because I was loving it.
Yeah, that's another one, too. Yeah, it went crazy for Dom.
Thing, but
that went crazy
bro.
for Dom.
Yeah. That one looked good on TV, too. You could tell on TV there was no hiding what was going on in that crowd, because I mean, we'll get to that part later, but that's a proof of his work, man. That, even as a heel, you can be the worst and still be the best, if that makes any sense. It only makes sense in wrestling, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I mean, it only makes sense in wrestling how you can be dating somebody and be married too.
Might have been that Tiffany and Charlotte match.
Yeah. Yeah, I still want to know how they did that so fast. I seen her teeth get pushed in, and by the time she got to the little press conference, her shit was straight. I don't know what happened there.
That TKO money.
Yeah, so they must have a dentist on standby or what, but geez, dude.
Yo, shout out to Rob from BCP
What's
Plus.
up, Rob?
I was out there checking out TNA Unbreakable for them. You can check out my thoughts on their website. But yeah, dude, night one, like I said, what we saw in the last match was straight cinema. There's no other way to describe it. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and just how cutthroat it was with Heyman, because I mean, if you really know anything about Heyman, that's just at any time that could happen. Like we talked about Jacob Fatu, same thing, bro. I love Jacob Fatu. Not to mention, I met the dude a few times, got to hang out with him. He could not be cooler. And then you add to the fact that, like, I've been watching this dude all through MLW and been saying he needed to get signed for years. And now he comes in here and now he's breaking himself away from the whole thing. That dude's got money written all over him. I was glad to see him win. It sucked because it was on LA Knight, because, like I said, I've been a fan since he was Eli Drake and hitting the dummy button. But,
I ask you, though, Kyle, the side note on LA Knight. Are you done with the LA Knight push? Are you done with the hype for him? Or what are you thinking with LA Knight now?
I think if they heated him up and kept him heated up, there's plenty to do with him. But, I mean, they got him up there, like, around when SummerSlam was here. And then, it just seems like it's kind of been like the roller coaster, sort of.
I think at this point he needs to go. He needs to go to like Raw or something. Like he needs a scenery change. Because nothing really else for him. Like there's nowhere for him really to go on SmackDown. Because you're not going into the main title picture. You're probably. I mean, you may get some like little run with Jacob again, but why?
Right.
So at this
I'm
point, he
just
needs
saying.
a scenery change. If you're gonna keep him hot, he's got to go somewhere. Go to NXT, do something down there for a little while, just to, help with the kids. Something's got to happen.
I mean, I'm not saying like they need to like repicture him or nothing because I think
No,
LA Knight's dope. Like, I mean,
What he is dope. It's just I just think from a what can you do now standpoint, something needs to get him on Raw.
I just can't imagine him getting as red hot as he was when, like you said, Kyle, when he won that battle royal at SummerSlam, place went nuts, dude.
Man,
I can't imagine.
that, yeah.
I can't imagine him getting to that point again. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't work there, so I don't know. But I don't know. Hopefully they figure something. I wouldn't mind seeing him in like an Intercontinental Championship picture or something like that. But I just can't see him getting close to the world title, especially not on SmackDown.
Who we talking
Not
about?
right now, anyway.
Who are we talking about?
LA Knight.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see, but I think they might have something for him. I know there's been a couple things they've been trying to get handled as far as like getting.
John Cena says LA Knight and Damian Priest.
John Cena's here. Look at that. We got the best in the world in the house.
That guy.
and he's got
Big Match John. What's up, dude?
Hey, just oh my god. But yeah, man.
Where were you last night, by the way?
Yeah, dude. I had a blast. Night one was fun.
Again, I said this on my own Facebooks and stuff, but for any of you guys who are watching this and are thinking thinking that I want to go to WrestleMania or stuff like that. Yes, the tickets are expensive, but like if you know how to play the game, they're not as bad as like people make it out to be.
I'm gonna say this much: it's gonna be a lot cheaper in New Orleans than it was in Vegas.
I can see that.
Yeah. It's gonna be much cheaper in New Orleans than it was in Vegas because Vegas tapped my fucking pocket. It really tapped my pocket.
That was all your side missions, bro.
It wasn't even that. It was them fucking Ubers, man. Them Ubers.
You're not wrong. Ubers was
hey, when we went to AEW, we paid a lot in lifts and Ubers, bro.
Crazy, man.
You're not getting out for less than $20, maybe 12 or 13.
Yeah. See, if I was there for 3 days, cool. But man, just being out there for like 5 or 6 days, man, just kicked my ass. I'm like, what the fuck? My bank was calling me like, shit, is that you? I'm like, yes, it's me, man. Like,
that's what we were just talking about, though. You got to wait on the tickets. If you're gonna go, you got to like get the flight, get your hotel, get that stuff taken care of, and then you deal with the tickets when you hit the ground.
Yeah, tickets.
Yeah, like the first thing.
Tickets literally the last thing I buy. That's the last thing I buy.
First things for sure. You got to get your plane. You got to get your plane ticket. You got to lock all that shit in first. Then you know what I'm saying. Like I bought my ticket. I think the night before. Night two. I bought my show night one. So
I bought mine the day of. I bought night one before I went out there. I bought the other one on day of.
Yeah, and I got a good ass price, man. That's some good ass seats.
Yeah, I mean, I bought mine like was that a couple of days before we left, like that Tuesday or that Wednesday. I bought mine.
Yeah, somebody was telling me, shit. Somebody was in the seat with. He asked me how much I paid, man. I was like, I paid like $400. He's like, dude, you know how much I paid? I'm like, how much? Like, I paid $4,000 for it.
Well, yeah, there was a guy like that right behind me. They said they paid $5,000 for the seats I was in.
That fucking that fear of missing out, man. Shit, fuck all that.
Yeah, I mean that's the game. Like if you can't, buy them, if you can't buy your tickets, like when they go on sale during the pre-sale, not even the sales date, the pre-sale. If you can't buy it in the pre-sale, just stack the money, keep it to the side.
Yeah.
Just have it there.
You know what it is? That's WWE and TKO putting out those text messages and emails because I get them too, and it's like register now. You can get these seats. It's like, oh hell yeah! But then you see, you see the SummerSlam platinum packages that just came out,
and they sold out.
They sold out. Hey, but look, man, people got the fucking money for that shit. People spend.
I was gonna say, man, if people are paying for it, it's gonna be like that though.
They're paying for they're paying the 40 bands to be out there on the floor. So like it's. Hey, man, what the fuck?
I want to know.
I can't front. Like if I had it like that,
y'all do it
like
too.
they said, you're front row, TV side in the center. If I had it like that,
green shirt guy style, bro.
You get I ain't in that tax bracket yet, man. So that shit ain't
right. Let's say if I was in that tax bracket, I probably would have did it myself. I'm not gonna hate. If I had it like that, I'd have did it.
I'm gonna be in. Yeah, I'll be in the tax bracket. So, but
yeah.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? I know people complain about the prices and everything, man, but it's like, hey, it's a hot product right now for one. And then two, you got people that's spending the money for those tickets.
Yeah.
It's that fear of missing out.
Mm-hmm. And they
But,
got the disposable income to do that shit. You got a motherfucker taking their whole family spending about 10 bands. Like they got the money to spend for that shit. Like, hey man, shit. Just go ahead, check the aftermarket, man. You get a good price on that shit. You know, you'll find something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. Like I've seen a lot of complaints about the tickets and shit. Yeah, that would have been funny as fuck.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people pissed about that shit and everything, man. It's just like, bro, you got to know how to shop. You got to know how to shop around. You got to know how to bargain. You know.
Yeah.
That's all.
You got to know the game.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, all in all, night one was a good time. Night two, shout out to our guy Andreas Hale of ESPN and Kel Dansby of ESPN. Linked up with them for their kickback. Ran into a bunch of people.
I ain't gonna lie, I wish she was there for that one. I wish she was there for that one. It was a lot of people. It was a lot of cool. It was a very cool event, man. A lot of people met a lot of people, a lot of connections were made that day. So yeah, I wish she was there for that one.
Always a good time, man. There's a lot of good people there. Shout out to Steph Hardy and Phil and Reg from Bleacher Report, and obviously Seahawk out there from the Ringer and Uncrowned and all that stuff. A lot of good times.
Shout out to my dog Jeff J from TNT Sports and Bleacher Report as well. He was over there. Cool ass guy, man.
Brian Waters out there. Everybody that was out there. Shout out to our friend TK Trinidad as well.
Yeah.
It was good times to be had, and then we went to night two, and talk to me a little bit about your vibe walking into that arena, because you'd never been to a WrestleMania. Me and Ken have been to a bunch.
It was crazy, man. A lot of fucking wrestling belts. See random celebrities walking by. Like I seen Jeff Teague out there just walking by some shit. I'm like, all right, that's crazy. Hot ticket souvenir. I have no clue.
I didn't hear anything about a souvenir.
Yeah, people asked for souvenir, but I totally fucking forgot. But no, it was crazy, man. Like it just felt it was like a different aura to that shit. Like this is the show of shows, you know. This is night, you know, your night two. And, you know, everybody was getting ready and shit, man. Setting my section and everything. A lot of casuals. A lot of people that are mad The Rock didn't show up. One guy next to me, drunk as hell, smelled like shit, and he's just mad. Like, this the worst WrestleMania ever. Rock didn't show up. I'm like,
I had a guy get mad too, and he came with his kids. He's like, I paid $8,000 for these fucking seats, and all we got was Travis Scott. And I'm like, well, they never really did say he was coming.
They never mentioned The Rock. And then another thing too. This is what the fuck I be talking about. Watch the product, man. Watch the product. I just understand, like, and you get pissed because our favorite drunk uncle didn't show up. He was there for sure. I don't know why. He was there. He was fucking there.
That's what I was saying too. Like, there's no way he wasn't at least there.
He was
maybe he didn't make an appearance, but he was somewhere there, man.
It's that shit there, man. It was still a great show. You know what I'm saying? Still a great show.
We got to see Stone Cold come out again and crash his four-wheeler into the wall.
Man, that man was on so many fucking whatever the fuck he was drinking, man. He was fucked up. He was super fucked up.
Man, I doubt going in there he would be, but man, that adrenaline got him though.
He's in fucking Vegas, man. Yeah, like bro.
It looked. I don't know about your vantage point, but on TV, it looked like that. That's exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah,
he was coming around that corner like he
came around that corner way too hot.
Yeah,
he got away.
I thought he just busted the tie rod off it when he hit the wall, because I'm like, man, the other wheel looks like it's turned out.
Look, you know what made it even funnier is if he actually flipped over that wall. He was damn close, but he didn't get over that wall. But that would have been something to see, man. I wanted to. Have you heard any update on the girl that fell over or whatever? Anybody?
I'm sure she got well compensated. So
she gonna be the new green shirt guy.
Yeah. I want it all. I want my own custom shirt. I want my own custom seat for every event.
Yeah,
probably got one of SummerSlam packages. Like,
I want my name on the turnbuckle.
Yeah, because if you see how fast Nick Khan went down, I didn't even know Nick Khan was even that down on the floor like that, but he got down.
Yeah, he was right there.
Like, oh shit!
You got right in the damage control. Like, what you need?
And then we gonna talk about that, man, because that shit. I hope this movie does well. I hope this next movie does well. That's all I can say about that shit. I hope this next movie does well.
No, I was just thinking the hot souvenir of the night from what it looked. I mean, I don't know because I wasn't there, but from what it looked like on TV, I seen a lot of John Cena shirts. A lot of John Cena shirts and a lot of Yeet glasses.
Yeah,
a lot of Yeet glasses. A lot of Yeet glasses.
Yeah, because that John Cena's 17-time champion shirt, it was sold out.
You probably ain't wrong, man. You probably ain't.
I went
wrong.
to WWE World that Monday. It was already gone.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're doing exclusive shirts for each event, right? They're not just doing one line of shirts. It's like every event is
for each place he shows up to, they're gonna have it.
That makes sense.
But no, night two, I had a ball. Like I tell anybody, man, like from my experience, like you have to experience this shit one time in your life. Like you have to. A lot of people that was hitting me up, like, man, I didn't know it was like that, man. You know,
I get that every year, bro.
I watch wrestling. I watch wrestling, man. You know, I'm like, bro, just go. I told my friend, like, cause she wanted to go. I'm like, look, take you, your husband, and your son, go to New Orleans, man. It'd be a little bit cheaper. Just I told her, get a room first, get your plane tickets first, and get the tickets around the same, get the tickets like, you know, saying the weekend or some shit. Just go and have a great time, man. Like that's what it was, dog. Like it's just that's something that's off my bucket list. It's like the next thing I want to do, I gotta go to Super Bowl. I gotta do Super Bowl. And yeah, that's gonna cost me about.
I was about to say those tickets probably gonna be even worse than
you're not getting no cheap seats in that
Super Bowl. You pay $4 or $5 grand to standing room only.
But I have to do that experience. I have to do that experience one time. So yeah, that's gonna happen before I leave this earth. But no, I just tell everybody, man, just go, just have a good time. And it's all about experiences. Like I'll spend my money on experiences before material.
Yeah,
I feel that 100, and definitely like the funny thing with the whole thing is you're right. You said what I was wondering if you were going to say, and it's something I talk about on the show all the time. Like you can't compare WrestleMania to any other wrestling show. Period. It's like its own thing.
Yeah.
The vibe in there is just something else, dude. It's not like
WWE haters go to WrestleMania. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, WrestleMania, you get to talk to people from all over the world. Like y'all saw when y'all came to Raw, I was in there kicking with the guy from Vancouver. We just struck up a whole damn conversation about hockey.
Man, I met so many goddamn Brits out there. So many fucking Brits.
And then actually, the cool thing about night two, somehow the couple that was in the seat to my left, somehow they found me on Facebook, and the guy sent me a message on that Tuesday. It was like, hey, I'm sorry, I really wasn't that talkative that night, but we were drunk the night before. Us Brits and cheap drinks. I'm like, man, it's cool.
No, the funniest shit, the fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental title. Man, I thought I was in a Penta crowd, man. It was so much Spanish and Penta going all crazy. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yo.
That was a hell of a match, too.
But it was a hell of a match for sure. Brian Breaker scares the shit out of me. Like, he should not be moving that fucking fast, man.
Yeah.
That is a large, fast man.
That's a large, fast man. I feel sorry for Carlito, man, because Carlito definitely got killed that night, too. Like, that was just like, wow.
Shit, Roman got killed. Roman got killed on Monday. Roman got killed on Monday. Sammy got killed last night.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's as good a segue as any to get into the Intercontinental title match. What do you guys think about Dirty Dom? You're now Intercontinental champion. I thought it was dope. That crowd was going hard. I listened to him on Busted Open this morning, and he was talking about how he wasn't expecting the whole crowd to do the Dirty Dom, Dirty Dom.
My thing is how you don't turn him face. You have to turn.
I think he's doing it for him soon.
Yeah,
they have to turn him face, man. But he's over right now.
You know what's crazy though is if they do though, they're gonna hate him. The crowd, the way these crowds are right now, it just doesn't. I don't. Me personally,
like our favorite planet world champion Daniel Bryan always say, fickle.
Yes, They just
fickle.
They're gonna choose
Honestly, I don't
whatever
think
they
you need to
want
do anything with him. Like he needs to stay exactly what he is what got him over.
Make
So I
him,
don't
make
think
him,
you really
make him like
second.
Eddie. Like I still have him cheat. You know what I'm saying? I still have him on the
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero tip, like
Yeah.
just cheating and everything, because that's how Eddie Guerrero was over, because he was a fucking cheater.
I just get the sense that the Judgment Day is kind of coming to a halt. I feel like, and then
Well, these Finn's days are.
Yeah, Finn's
days are numbered.
And Dom, honestly, Dom's gonna break away in 2 years. Dom Mysterio is gonna be a world champion, dude. He's gonna have.
dude, that match was great.
I actually thought that they were gonna take the route and give him the Money in the Bank briefcase this year, and then he was gonna kind of get that steel win eventually, and that would have really got him over. But I'm cool with him winning that IC title. That was great.
Like I said, he earned it, man. Like he's got like over the years, because everybody say he was trash in the ring, he's improved.
Mm-hmm.
He's improved in the ring. Mike's skills is incredible. The guy has how the cool kids say it, aura. He has aura. Yeah. So much emotion, as they always say and shit, man. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like
he knows how to be a slime ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He knows how to play his character. That's what it is. He's
like everybody's favorite piece of shit right now. And it's working.
I think what Art just said kind of hit it on the head. Like, you know, he's putting in his own work to kind of separate himself from Ray's name, which I feel like the last couple of years he's really done that from where we started with the original Dom when they were tagging together and all that stuff. Plus, let's not sleep on the achievement of the fact that now Dom and Ray are the only two father and son to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they made history that night too. So, that shows you the lineage of that family and what they're getting into. So, we talked about.
Did we talk about El Grande Americano? I think I missed that conversation.
Do we have to?
Hey man, look, that 450 coffin drop is amazing. El Grande Americano is our next AAA champion.
Hey, I love what they're doing with that whole thing. It's
I've said Chad Gable is so underrated, and especially after getting to interview him and at Royal Rumble, dude, like that guy is just hilarious.
This is Juan Cena.
It sucks that Ray got hurt.
Dude. Yeah. It's just fun. Like I was saying to my buddy, like not everything has to be serious. You know what I mean?
No,
Sometimes
you know what? And the thing is, people are pissed because it's like, you know, Chad. Okay, so a lot of people are mad about the Joe Hendry job, which I didn't fucking get.
Let me. People need to shut the fuck up. That was good business for everybody involved. Randy didn't lose his match. Joe Hendry had one of the loudest pops of the night. 60,000 people were waving.
In a world title on Mania.
And announced it, the branding, the logo. Like Hendry, like then and he got offense in the match. Like it was a squash. No, it wasn't. Like he got offense in. It was just Randy is Randy and is Joe Hendry. There's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
People are too fucking cynical about this shit.
And then and then they got a Mania moment in the match when Joe Hendry did the turn and caught the RKO literally out of fucking nowhere. Like they framed that camera work.
No, it's perfect.
Perfectly. And they framed that so fucking perfect.
And the thing is, Randy requested Joe Hendry, so it's like, hey, you know, it served its purpose.
That means Randy sees something.
Randy didn't take a pin. Joe Hendry was gladly to eat that RKO. That was something he wanted to do. It didn't diminish the TNA title. It's Randy fucking Orton. Like, come on, Randy fucking Orton. And also like just like, man, can y'all be happy about something? Just something. Can y'all be happy about something? God damn.
That's why people need to shut the fuck up.
It's always something. Like, it's like, yeah, they ruined TNA. Like, you know what?
Like, shut the fuck up. Like the TNA
Art gets it. Art gets
like
it.
The biggest show in wrestling history, TNA got their name shown, the world champion showcased. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like you said, it's good business. Everybody involved doing good business.
And it's been good business every time because Joe Hendry, I mean, had the highest rated clip in 2024 when he popped up on NXT after WrestleMania 40 that had Rock, Taker, everybody and Mama came out during that main event. And Joe Hendry came out on NXT and blew all their clips out of the water.
Yeah, it's true.
Like Hendry is like, that's a name. And then like Hendry said in his interviews, like he said, like Punk and everybody Kim's like, you did exactly what you needed to do. And this is, and Triple H even said, this is why this is not going to be his only WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just be honest about this shit too. WWE did more for their partnership with TNA than AEW did with TNA.
They did.
By far.
Just be
by
honest
leaps
about
and bounds.
Because I know motherfuckers be getting mad, saying you don't put them in high praise, man. But I gotta be honest about that shit. Like,
Dude, Joe Hendry had his match at Mania, then came out on NXT and got up in Oba and Trick's face. Then you had, and then having it spill over into TNA with Trick coming over to TNA to jump Joe Hendry.
Yeah, Rebellion. Yeah,
and then Joe Hendry getting his ass whooped by Dark State.
Yeah.
Which is Trick. Which Trick is the leader of that shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I
didn't think it. Trick, I honestly was telling Ant when we were at Stand and Deliver, I was thinking it might be Javon Evans, but
no, it's Trick. It's Trick behind that shit. Because he's still the only
It
person that hasn't got really
it might be somebody we least suspect. That's the crazy part.
it still just makes me laugh that one of them guys that's on LFG is on it and they don't even acknowledge the fact.
Yeah, I was like, how do y'all not talk about this? Like, how y'all just
my kid noticed that because she's been watching LFG and she's like, wait a minute. She's like, LFG ain't even over. I'm like, yeah, don't mind that. Let's just not talk about that.
Like, we know who's not winning it.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, pretty much.
They could bring out some of those guys on NXT tonight.
Speaking of, so my kid, Kyle, you know how diehard she is right now in wrestling. She said her favorite match of the entire thing, all of it, was the triple threat for the women's title.
It was a badass match.
The match of the weekend for me.
It could be the match. To me, it would be the match of the weekend.
It's hard to disagree with that because
they showed the fuck out. They showed the fuck out.
They showed out. What a match, dude! And like me and you talked about, Kyle, I think EO needed that the most, and she got that, and it went down real well. It was a great match.
Like I said, man, they have perfected the art of the triple threat. I never thought I would see it to this day, but they definitely perfected that shit.
Yeah, dude, I can't argue.
Are we all in agreement on that? That's the match of the entire weekend?
I mean, I can't argue.
I wasn't opposed to it. I wasn't opposed to it.
It was. And then we find out Bianca competed in that match with broken fingers.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted. So did she break him in the match, or was that something? It was in the match. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest, to me, like that's my number two. My number one has got to be the main event triple threat because just the whole shock value.
That's what I was gonna say. For me, it's the punk thing and like the whole story of it and the way it just left us all like, what the fuck when it was over with. You know what I mean?
But the women's triple threat for me in ring wise, it was the women's.
In ring wise, yeah.
Sure, blew it out the water.
Like the women's match killed it, and I like you said, I love the fact that it put EO back over too.
It was just the drama for night one for me, man. It was so much drama in that shit, man. So much shit talking, Roman screaming, Seth over there just telling his story like you need me, all that shit. Yeah. He mentioned it, Mox, man. I'm like, bro, I need my dog.
Yeah,
I need my dog Mox to come home, man. But I don't know about the landscape when he comes home, like how ridiculous that shit's gonna be. But yeah, man. I did like that match. Everybody was pissed about the John Cena match. I didn't. Honestly, I think John.
That's another. Shut the fuck up.
No, look.
Look, man, he's like a heel now. Man. He's not supposed to be running around getting everybody hyped up like he used to, bro.
Right. John Cena was wrestling like Paul Orndorff or some shit, man. He was doing old school ass fucking burning hammer, like whatever the fuck you call this shit, the double hammer fist on top. Like, he was
doing the late 89. He was doing late 89 wrestling.
But even going back to the entrance, like this dude came out to a black screen with John Cena on it.
Yeah.
And that's all you got.
Which I thought was cool.
Fuck your tiles.
I thought that was cool.
I loved it.
He wrestles like generic wrestler number one when you make a creative wrestler. Like he like
five moves to doom.
You just give him a simple move set, you don't change nothing.
Yeah.
Like his nickname, the superstar. That's what John Cena was out there. He was the fucking superstar.
Prototype.
No. He was just a regular ass wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you guys,
he busts up the Macho Man moveset.
Did you care that it was Travis Scott that interfered with?
Give a fuck about that shit.
I guess if you were writing it, what would you have done?
All I know is I'm with Logan. This is the one time I agree with Logan Paul. If I hear Fiend one more goddamn time,
I'm
I'm
so
gonna punch
tired of
that
that
motherfucker
goddamn
in the
song.
face.
I am so tired of that goddamn
Look,
song.
man. Look, I DJ
Yo,
every
it was
weekend.
funny
man.
on night 2. On
This
night
song
2,
is
when
like,
They're playing the song. The guy that's sitting in the row in front of me, his kid is like just fiend, fiend, fiend. I'm like, he doesn't probably even know what a fiend is.
dude.
But people complain about that shit, man. Like it's fucking WrestleMania, man. We had
Oh,
Cindy
I
Lauper.
wasn't saying nothing. It just was hysterical to see a kid saying that, and I'm like, this kid has no idea. What
I mean, WrestleMania has always been about the celebrity aspect of the shit. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cindy Lauper, Mike Tyson, Mr. T, all that shit. I don't give a.
We had
Like,
fucking Pamela Anderson at WrestleMania 11.
This is who the kids
George
love. They love
Taylor,
fucking
like,
Travis Scott.
yeah.
So it's like, hey man, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing it happens, man. So it's just like see people.
And the thing about it is, what people don't understand is the Travis Scott shit worked because y'all were all there. How many motherfucking people having Cactus Jack merch that entire fucking weekend?
I ain't seen nobody with that belt though.
Hell no, 1,200 they can go to hell.
Hey,
But
look, man,
other than that, and then
I
and
wanted
the thing about it is, you couldn't even get that merch unless you went in WWE World. That's
Man,
where
I was
that's
dog,
where the
and I-
Cactus Jack store
Oh,
was. You couldn't even go to the
okay.
regular store. You had to go in the WWE World
Dog,
to
and I
even buy
kept
that
saying,
merch.
and I kept saying too, like I kept saying like all of last year, like dog, if I go to WrestleMania, that belt there, I'm buying that bitch. And I'm like, seeing that price, I'm like, oh nope, I'm not.
Yeah, you have been saying it. He's like, I'm buying that motherfucker. Like,
Seeing that price, I'm like, nope, that ain't happening.
like my friend, you have me fucked up.
Yeah, no, man. I did
What
see
do
that
you
price.
guys think as far as the Cactus Jack, or with the I'm calling Cactus Jack, with the Travis Scott thing going forward? Do we see him again in the future?
Yeah,
SummerSlam. SummerSlam.
It's gonna be a tag match. It's gonna be some random shit. It's gonna probably be like John Cena and fucking Travis Scott.
John Cena and Travis Scott versus Cody and Bad Bunny.
See, I was gonna say some dumb shit.
that.
I was gonna say Damian Priest or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be something.
Bad Bunny's arguably the best celebrity wrestler of all time now. So
I can't even say that. I love it. I love it, but it's Logan Paul, bro.
It's Logan Paul.
It's
but
Logan
it's
Paul.
not like a bad thing for it to be Logan Paul.
He's
but it's
done
just,
separated
it's Logan
himself.
Paul.
That man,
But at this point, honestly, at this point, can we still call Logan Paul a celebrity wrestler at this point? Is he just a wrestler?
He's still a celebrity wrestler because at the end of the day,
for me, it's only because I don't watch none of his shit, right? So I don't.
I mean, neither. I don't know why he's famous. To this day, I don't know why.
Kids love streaming content. They love streaming content, and I'm gonna just say it's still gonna be Logan Paul because at the end of the day, Logan Paul bread and butter is not with wrestling. It's with all the other ventures he's been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just still say Logan Paul. Bad Bunny's number 2 for sure. Bad Bunny is definitely number 2. But yeah, it's Logan Paul.
Next in line for a title shot, Logan Paul.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've been saying that for quite a while that Logan Paul is definitely one of the best celebrity wrestlers that we've seen come out in how long. And I mean, he's shown that in match after match. And I got to be honest, man. I said it on the show beforehand. I thought that match was going to be like one of the show stealers, and I don't know. I don't know if they didn't mesh well or what happened, but
I love AJ Styles.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
To me, it just felt like it just. To me, it just never made sense. I wasn't the best. I think I went to the bathroom.
AJ Styles don't have a good track record with WrestleMania matches. I've said it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
His best match at WrestleMania
Because they give him bullshit, which it ain't like.
Honestly, no, like even the match with him and Nakamura, that like you would think like because of their history that would have been a great match. It wasn't.
But that was Vince. They watered that shit the fuck down.
No, like it's so much. It's
that match, you can tell they didn't let them go.
Like with Edge overthought that match with him and AJ Styles. That was overthought. Yeah. Like the only one I really thought that was really good for AJ Styles was him and Shane McMahon. That was a great match with him and Shane McMahon. But what it is, man, it's just I don't know, man. Like that, I don't know, man. But then again with the Logan Paul shit, like I thought it could have been good, but it was okay.
I just never was invested in that whole shit to begin with. It didn't make sense to me from jump.
I mean, shit.
It just felt like they had to give Logan Paul something, and it was like, who's the best that's not booked we can put with you? And it was AJ, and it was like AJ.
Damn. But
AJ's a Triple Crown champion, man.
I was gonna say we can't sleep
he's
on
a
the
grand,
fact
he's
that
a Grand
AJ
Slam.
is
regardless of what's going on now, you gotta give him his flowers.
AJ, and you know what? He probably wants it that way. He probably wants it that way, man. That man solidified. He solidified himself in under 10 years.
He's definitely in that. He's definitely in that. Let me just put people over mode. Like I'm here to help the next generation because I know I'm probably here probably within the next year or two.
He solidified himself in 10. He solidified himself in under 10 years in WWE, and everybody thought he was gonna go there. He was gonna play. That man, he Triple Crown. I mean, Grand Slam champion. You know, he's probably okay with this shit because he gets to spend more time with his family.
Yeah,
sure.
So he probably don't. Yeah, he can make it over.
I mean, just like he's on that Good Brothers plan, kind of.
At least he's actually wrestling though.
Like as long as that check clearing and I can be home when I can be, I'm cool.
Yeah. Right. So no, he's okay, man. That man is fine.
All right. We talked about most of what's happened with WrestleMania Night 2. We also saw, we talked to women's match. We also saw the return of Becky Lynch, her and Lyra Valkyria taking the tag titles off of Liv and Raquel. Only to have happen what we saw happen on Raw. And I'm going to ask you guys what your immediate thoughts were. But thoughts on the return of the man and how all that played out.
Worst kept secret. We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. Worst
kept secret.
Yeah.
Worst kept secret. So it's cool.
Good old Becky Hogan.
That whole story is much deeper than that, man. It seemed like everybody back there politicking, but but other than that, man, it was cool moment, man. I love the moment for Lyra.
Surprised she didn't say she got hit in the head with a jet ski.
Wow. Oh man. Oh, come on, man.
I'm just saying, like some bullshit.
This Pistons game coming out of the wire. What did you guys think about her turning the next night, though? Do you think that was like a pivot of some sort? Do you think that was the plan all along, or what do you think?
I think that was the plan all. I think that was the plan all along.
But I just don't understand why they did it so quickly.
Because I think they're about to. Well, they going full speed ahead with this whole Paul Heyman thing, and I think Becky's gonna be a part of that shit. So I think
Dangerous Alliance. Please tell me somebody else besides me thought Dangerous Alliance. I immediately was like, "Yo, Becky's gonna play the Medusa role." They got Seth and Braun, and they can add one more.
I believe
Becky's gonna hit somebody. As long as he pulls out the old school cell phone and hits somebody over the head with it at least one time, I'm happy.
I believe Becky's gonna have it. I believe Becky's gonna have a heater too. I think she's gonna have a heater. Who that's gonna be? I have no clue. I have a guess.
I mean, we're all in agreement that Becky should be the one. Right? I mean, I don't know. When does it happen? Does it need to happen ASAP? Or do we wait until after Backlash? What do we think? Could it be at Backlash?
I think at Backlash, Bayley's going to return, cost Becky that match, and then it's going to kind of eventually kind of roll into probably maybe Money in the Bank, that pay-per-view kind of thing. Like it's going to play out for like a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Slow burn.
I think eventually it's going to be a triple threat between Lyra, Becky, and Bayley.
Yeah, there's a story there, but I think Becky gonna have a heater though. She's gonna get that title. I think she's gonna have a heater, and I think her heater to me probably gonna be Lola Vice.
Lola
as a heater, yeah.
Lola
as a heater, yes.
You got to remember, she could probably knock out most of that roster.
I mean, I know she's like a legit MMA fighter. It's just
I don't know. I don't know about Becky having a heater, but I feel like there's got to be one more guy added to it, and then
let's go around the table, and if we're adding another male star to that, and it don't have to be the complete Dangerous Alliance, but just who would be next?
It got to be somebody from Raw.
Put fucking Drew McIntyre in it.
No, I think Drew about to get his own stable somewhere else. I think he's gonna stay on SmackDown, but it got to be somebody from Raw. I'll be honest with you, it's probably gonna be Sammy.
That was one of the rumors floating around.
I think it's gonna be Sammy, even though Sammy got his ass whooped. But you seen people get their ass whooped.
One of those, if you can't beat them, join them type situation.
Yeah. I think so.
And honestly, he'd fit. I think.
I'm thinking either Sammy. Who else is on that Raw roster? Not Rusev. Rusev would have been cool, but not Rusev because they already got a monster with Brian Breaker. I don't know, man. I gotta look at that roster. I gotta look at that roster again and see like who's on there for sure that like that'll be good for. Unless you call somebody else up from NXT and put them in that. Put them in there.
I'm not gonna lie,
That's
Braun
what I'm thinking.
Breaker
That's what I'm
surprised
thinking.
the
Like
shit
it
out
needs
of
to
me,
be like
dude.
another. Breaker's a young guy, but he's a main eventer young guy. I think
Art says
I
put
think
Carmelo in there.
Yeah,
you need like
Carmelo
a
Hayes was
legit.
one of the
Yeah,
top
you need like
rumors
a
too.
legit younger guy, but hasn't got there yet.
Now, for me, so I don't know the timeline on old boy's injury, but I would love to see Big Bronson Reed be the next guy up in that. I don't know where he's at as far as his ankle and everything now,
Oh
but
yeah, he's got to be
Bronson
close to
Reed
this
is a
one.
killer, bro. I'm with that.
that dude is a killer, and he's not completely where he needs to be yet, but he's a monster, and he's an up and comer, and he could use Paul Heyman.
I will say this: if there is another person, that person's gonna be in the tag team with Brian Breaker, and I'm trying to think like who would fit a tag team.
What if they brought up Scott Steiner's kid for it?
He hasn't even hit the PC yet.
So the rumors,
That'd
the
be
big
dope.
rumors flowing around. It's been Sami Zayn, Carmelo Hayes, Karrion Kross was a big name in there.
I want to see him do something with him, and then he had the big promo that he cut
I
too.
think Kerry got something coming. I think they're building.
Yeah, I don't like carrying in that. I'm to be honest with you. I don't.
Yeah, Kerry needs to do his own thing, but
No, not for being part of that. I'm just saying I want to see them do more with him. Period.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
They will. He's selling out merch now. They got to do something with him. He's selling out.
And there was another guy.
That promo he cut on Rosenberg shit.
Man,
There's another guy that was somewhere tied in with Seth Rollins not too long ago on NXT. I can't think of the name.
Come on, Nathan Frazier.
Nathan Frazier was the other big rumor.
See, I would think that, but that Fraction team is so fucking hot.
Dude.
They're not
and the fact that they brought them up together, I don't think.
Yeah, they're not going to break them up no time. So, hold on, let me look. Raw rosters.
I mean, honestly, if Austin Theory's on Raw's roster, that's who I can see.
Yeah, Austin Theory was a show. And then a lot of people were saying somebody in TNA, like pick out somebody from TNA and kind of mesh that together. I just don't know who it would be.
I mean, that would be a good way to kind of even it out for the TNA side too. I mean, because they've taken a lot of losses in this whole thing.
I mean, just to piss people off, to bring Moose in would be hilarious. Just how it piss people to fuck off.
You know, I met Moose in the elevator at the hotel where we're at, and we're just talking shit all the way down there. He's a super cool dude, man. But all right.
Yeah, the only person I'm looking at this roster now. The only person I can really think of is Danny. Unless you really would have to call somebody from the NXT, and I really don't know who you would call from NXT to come up there.
I mean, or another person that makes sense would probably be like Omos. He's still on payroll.
They got I think from what I heard, they got other plans for Omos. So, but it's good plans though. It's good plans. But as I'm looking right now, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. That's a hard one, man.
See, now that's the thing. I don't think we need it like right now because a lot of people are calling for it at Backlash, like maybe like a third man.
I think this is gonna be another slow build. This is gonna be another slow build.
Like I really hope they take this all the way to War Games if that's the case because
that's what I said. I think this is.
I think Paul Heyman's going to have a men's team and a women's team.
Yeah, I think like in War Games is going to be the New Dangerous Alliance versus like the OG Bloodline.
Yeah.
I think that's what is going to end up at War Games. So I think this is going to turn into Roman. He's got to make amends with everybody. Like he's going to have to make amends with Jay, Jimmy, Solo, Jacob. He's going to have to make amends with everybody.
He lost everybody.
He's got to make amends. He's got to go on an apology tour. And the Pistons just won.
Yeah, baby.
Fuck the Knicks.
One game at a time, boys. One game at a time.
Fuck them refs.
Yeah.
Start looking at these game 6 tickets.
But like I said, I think that's what War Games is going to be. And Roman's probably going to start on an apology tour probably sometime this summer.
I think Roman's going to be gone till SummerSlam at least. He's taking an extended ass break for real, I believe. So.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, dude. It's just going to be interesting to see how it all plays out because, like you guys were saying, I definitely had people that were over by me that were pissed that The Rock was not involved.
Can we talk about that shit, please, man? Like just
somehow they got to get him involved. Now, it didn't bother me so much, but at the same time, like for the fact that you did the whole soul thing and then there was no mention of it, it was crazy.
I hated.
I'd have been fine with it if he didn't come out on that show and tell everybody
and told that
If you just never told me that, I'd still be expecting The Rock, like, at any point, like, okay, it could be tonight, could be tonight.
No, I think what I was more mad about
that
was him
shit.
going on Pat McAfee trying to explain that shit, and it was just like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, no, we don't need an explanation because now
you just made it worse.
You just made it worse.
Yeah. You definitely made it worse. It's just like, all right, bro.
But I mean, I feel like we still need the final boss somewhere in the picture because eventually it has to happen. We have to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns at some point. How we're getting there, I don't know.
If this movie bombs that he's about to drop, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see the WrestleMania 42.
It's gotta be
in New Orleans.
I mean, the door's gonna be closed too.
If that movie bombs, that's the thing. If the movie bombs, yeah. All right, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. But if it does good, man, shit. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like when you look at it, the whole Triple H and Rock dynamic is very fucking weird right now. Like you can tell there's tension right there between the two. You can tell.
That goes back to the in-ring shit, huh? Rivals, Attitude Era.
Yeah.
This shit
I don't really know how much I buy into that, honestly, only because whether it might seem like there is or not, I mean, with the amount of shares that The Rock has in TKO just himself, it really wouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things if he felt like things needed to be different. If he was just like, yo.
I mean, come on, bro. He said they need to sell more tickets to Elimination Chamber. That bitch was already sold out.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, come on. So you just like, all right, let's come up with this. I'm gonna take your soul, Cody. Like, what the fuck, man? It's like, god damn it.
I thought the match was okay, but I definitely like.
Man, did what it was
number
supposed
one
to do.
that it was Travis Scott by himself. Number two that he took 10 minutes to walk down the ramp.
I was upset that all he got was the little bit that he got from Cody. I was expecting.
Yeah, I wanted him to get fucking.
Yeah, I wanted a big receipt. I wanted him to get tossed over the top.
That label put a call in. Like,
I want him to get put through the table.
Something, man.
The label put a call in. Like, hey, man, take it easy on this, man.
Yeah, this is our guy.
This is our investment. So,
like, if summertime's coming up, we gotta get him out here on some performances. Don't kill him.
Yeah,
right, exactly. So
look at the merch. Look at the merch you just sold on his back.
If I was Cody, I'd have to smack the shit out of him.
Honestly, man. I think, and this is crazy for me even saying this shit. I think WWE kind of missing Brock Lesnar right now.
Think so?
What happened to RVD? Art's over here saying, "Did I hear about RVD?"
I don't know what happened to RVD, man. Don't scare me right now.
No, I heard he broke his heels or something in that match he had. He broke like both his heels.
Damn.
Like I saw something like I think yesterday floating around somewhere that said that
he's gonna be out for a while.
That's gonna be a nasty injury, especially for a guy like him.
That might be retirement right there. That might be
retirement though. Speaking of retirement, why the fuck did they let Sabu do that? Why the fuck did they let Sabu do that? Why?
Man,
I don't think. I'll be honest. I don't think anybody was in control of Sabu that night. I don't think anybody.
Bro, I was there for that, and it was, like seeing the Sandman entrance was cool, and it just wasn't what it should have been. I won't go into it any deeper than that, but yeah.
But it's like I didn't even know he had a match that weekend. I just seen it until I saw like the clips like later that night, and I'm like, who let this old man do this?
That looked rough, very rough.
Like
they said that was part of what took so long with Fourth Rope getting started because of how tore up it was from Joey Janela.
Yeah, I'm reading right now that RVD did actually fracture both of his heels. Yeah, in that elimination battle riot match.
That might be it. Jesus Christ, that might be it. Smoke a lot of weed, brother.
Yeah, enjoy your downtime, man.
Smoke a lot of weed, brother. But
that's a nasty injury for a guy like him. But
yeah, at his age, shit, man. Like, yeah, I think he might be done after that one, man.
54. That's it's gonna take you longer to heal now than it did 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
And my thing is, like, if they were to do like a Sabu retirement match, that should have happened last year.
Well, I think it was supposed to happen, and then he didn't end up coming to the induction. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So yeah, man. All in all, it was
like I said. I had a blast. I feel like we all had a blast. We went to shout out to Quam as well, and good to see y'all. And
cool guy, really cool guy, really cool guy.
Then we went and hit up the Raw after Mania.
that crowd was hot as hell too.
Raw
Yeah,
at the Mania.
that Raw at the Mania was fun. That was a lot of fun. Even seeing
I was a
Rusev
live
come
crowd
back.
when Rusev came back.
Oh, they pop.
Yeah,
Good,
they
yeah,
pop.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
And you know what's
He deserved
crazy?
that.
Did y'all catch the promo he cut yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I left before and I was in the abyss, I'm like, bow, bow.
Hey man, look. I was, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Rusev, but I think I'm a big fan now. Because that was a good fucking promo.
Fan.
It's like a mixture of the Redeemer, and
I want to see more of that Redeemer character this time around.
I mean, I think we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah, I
he's
think
like,
that's
man,
I think that's what it is. I really about to do the Redeemer and do it right.
He's like, I'm not chasing after no woman. He's like, I'm just here. I'm here to humble everybody and change their lives for the better.
Like those are wasting their talents. I'm going to fix them with pain.
Hey man, look, I'm looking forward to it, man. I just want him just to beat everybody ass. Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what we're getting. Like he's just here to just beat people up.
Just
that's
destroy
fucking
people.
up.
Yeah.
Like they're just fucking up, and everybody's
What
going
do we need to have
accolades.
Lana come
he,
back though? Is the question.
When he came back, who was it? Who was in it was the tag team match when he showed up, right?
Yeah, it was about to be the Alpha Academy versus
yeah,
New
okay.
Day.
Okay.
Then he ended up beating up Otis.
Yeah, Rusev fuck all that up.
It's Tozawa.
And I don't think we're gonna be seeing Lana no time. So she got Legends deal, so I don't think we're seeing her no time. Because he even cut her off. He's like, nah, I don't need. Yeah, nigga,
I think that was the point. I think that was a good point in his promo. He's like, I'm not doing it for a woman.
It's like I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah.
So like he just phased all that out. But
that was never even mine.
But that was a great fucking promo. Aleister Black is back.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. Everybody complained because they thought it should have been Aleister Black instead of Joe Hendry, but we got Aleister Black back on Friday.
Why would you have Aleister Black take a pin?
Coming back. Like that made no logical sense.
No,
I mean,
it
to be
make no
fair,
sense.
you could argue that it was better for him than the TNA champ, but
man, look, bro, Aleister Black. I wouldn't have him take no pin after coming back.
And shout out to Aleister Black still selling that eye injury from Seth Rollins from whatever how many years.
Look, man,
looking killer.
Look, you want to talk about long-term storytelling? You want to talk about long-term storytelling? He's been doing his eye storytelling for 5 years in another company. He had other people getting that shit too. Like, come on, man. Like, all I know is he fucked Miz up. You know what? When I see Miz in that white suit, I was like, all right, yeah, here comes the debut.
I was just happy. Like, I'm just glad he came back to his original music. Like, I was sold there. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah,
he had one of the coolest entrances when he was here, when he was in WWE, man. One of the coolest entrances.
But I need him to feud with Damian Priest. Just imagine all the goth and darkness of that shit, man. Mm-hmm. It'll be, man. It's like that's some shit I need to see, man. So I'm glad to see him back. It's a lot of
Chelsea Green is still money regardless of what she gets into.
Yeah, but
she's going to be gone for a minute. I think she tweeted that, right? So
she's taking.
Yeah, she did her farewell address.
Okay.
Yeah, she earned it. But yeah, you know, Aleister Black, man, he got a lot of fresh new views he can get into with. I still think him and Cody is on the books for right now. Like Cody, I think they're gonna take Cody out the world title picture for a minute.
Yeah, he needs to be away for a little while.
Yeah, just have
him fight. Side quest.
Yeah, have him fight Aleister Black. Have him fight no, please don't have him fight Solo again. Just have him fight a bunch of different people. You know.
So what are our thoughts on Randy and John Cena again? I said going into this, I wanted to see him face as many of his old rivals as he could.
I thought that would be like his farewell thing. Like I thought they would save that like towards the end. So
Backlash
is happening now.
Yeah, Backlash in St. Louis, man. It had to happen in St. Louis. It had to happen then. And also too, I love it. I wish Edge was still in the company because I would love to see Edge and John Cena one more time.
Yeah.
Maybe we can see Brock and Cena one more time. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But I would love to see Brock and Cena one more time. And you know, I know we're getting Punk and Cena. That's gonna happen because that was another fucking rivalry right there.
Yeah.
I think John Cena is gonna wrestle some younger guys or some shit, man. Like
yeah, he's gonna put up somebody younger. Like when it's way out of the door, somebody young is getting that rub on the way out the door.
It's gonna be Cody, man. Cody's getting the title. It's gonna be Cody.
Do you guys think, and Kyle, we've talked about this and how it all ends. Do you think he's gonna hold that and push it to like the very is it gonna be to the point where like I'm leaving with this belt, you ain't gonna do shit about it, and then it's like
I gotta feel
Cody, you know what I mean? Save the belt. You know, is it gonna be one of those situations?
Yeah, I think he's gonna end up losing it at the last Saturday main event of the year.
Yeah, whatever that last like his last appearance is, or that second to last appearance.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna end up losing it to Cody. So I think
Which would make sense.
One of the biggest
on
things that
national
stuck out in his
television.
promo to me is how he talked about how he's got X amount of dates left.
Yeah.
Such a
And
dickhead.
he made it clear it was matches, it was dates, not matches. Dates.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Saturday night's main event would actually be the perfect spot for that too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's an old school ass show. You know what I'm saying?
And you're on national television. It ain't a streaming on Peacock. This is on NBC.
Yeah, and national television, just have him drop it then. I have him drop it, you know what I'm saying? Cody, because Cody is this generation Cena, if you want to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? He is that guy of this generation. So it would make sense to lose it to him. And then Cody can put over a younger guy. As far as that is concerned, I don't know who to be, but yeah.
Well, my tinfoil hat thing is Braun's going to win that Money in the Bank briefcase.
I heard something too.
I think you're going to get Cody at that Saturday main event, and you're going to see Braun fucking cash in. And
I love
put Cena
surprises
out and he's going to put Cena out the pasture with a fucking spear out of the netherworld.
Can Cena take that though? On his last day, you think he's like, I'm taking that spear my last time? Oh, I don't know.
I mean, if you think about Cena as like how he speaks about the business, it seemed like I see him doing something like that makes sense for what he thinks about the business. It makes sense.
I got one better for you. I know who's gonna win Money in the Bank, and it's gonna piss a lot of people off.
Ooh.
John Cena, he's going to enter the Money in the Bank just to make sure. Like, he's going to.
No, I really am the last champion because
he's going to do everything in his power to stop that shit. Like, you guys get nothing. He will fuck around and win. He'll fuck around and ruin it all. That shit. Like I'm going to further ruin wrestling by keeping. Yes, and I can see him doing that, and that shit will be fucking hilarious if he does that.
And then he keeps the title in the briefcase.
He keeps the title. No, what he'll do, he'll just toss the briefcase. Like, I don't want this shit. You guys are not winning this shit. Like, you're not.
That would actually be funny.
This is not happening. So
that would actually be funny.
That would be fucking hilarious. And I got another thing too. Do you remember when Randy Orton poked that ref and got disqualified in the match between him and Cena?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a callback that Cena gonna do that to the ref. just to fuck the match
like
up.
that.
Like Cena's gonna be like this title run for Cena's gonna be straight bullshit. It's gonna be straight bullshit, but fucking hilarious. He's gonna be doing the most.
He's gonna call out every dusty finish in the book.
You seen the fucking match? It was all that Cena was on straight bullshit that whole match, man.
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be cool.
All in all, bro, I feel like we had a damn good WrestleMania week. I'm looking forward to seeing where we go outside of this. Like you guys both said, there was a lot of connections made, so definitely make sure that you hit the subscribe button, not only here at Knockouts and 3 Counts, but you do that at Potters of Destiny as well. Hopefully going to be bringing people like Cedric Alexander through here soon. We've also got the professor wants to come through. We got a Hollywood Haley J might even make us.
Let me know when you bring the professor. I want to be on that show.
Will do. Yeah. But before we get out of here, Aunt Ken let everybody know where they can find Potters of Destiny at.
You can find us on Instagram at Potters of Destiny. You can find us on Twitter at Potters of Destiny, Facebook Potters of Destiny. We are pretty much going to be all over the place. I'm doing a TikTok channel too, just to do clips and everything. Upload that as well. Just trying to get my ducks in a row, man. And before I leave, shout out to my cousin Deion Walker for getting drafted to the Buffalo Bills 4th rounder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta go buy me a Bills jersey, get that for my guy. And yeah, man, shit. Man, we got a new episode of Potters of Destiny coming real soon. We're gonna record that tomorrow and then drop that probably sometime this week. Yeah, we're gonna drop it sometime this week. And then yeah, we got some guests in the pipeline too. Bischoff is on his way back. I'm gonna wait till we make this announcement, whatever you're gonna make, and then we're gonna bring him on the show. We got some other people on deck and everything. Yeah, we get some shit in order, man, for real. We get a lot of shit in order. So I appreciate you again for bringing us on the show, man, as usual. And yeah, man, Potters of Destiny.
You heard it. Make sure you check them out. J-Bone, we got a bunch coming our way as well. Like I said, we talked about guests, but we've got AEW is going to be in town. We'll be around for that. This Thursday, the homie Mega Ran is in town. We'll be around for that.
That's for next week, right?
No, he's coming Thursday this week.
Is this week?
No,
Oh,
Dynamite in that is next week, but Mega Ran's here this week.
Okay.
And then so we've got all that going on as well. Then you've got May 10th. Corey and I are back on the commentary for Legends of Combat. Devin Smith and Reese Brink over there in Wayne. So you never know, bro. If you guys are in any of the wrestling or combat sports space around here in Michigan, you can always be looking for the homies at Knockouts and 3 Counts. So if you guys are listening to this in post on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, do me a favor, drop an elbow on that 5-star rating and let everybody know that you love you some Knockouts and 3 Counts. Until next time, and then the in-between time. Peace.